To the Institute. Beware the manhandler. Ooh. I have not found one live or love. Comic. Someone could tell me all the locations. That would be awesome. Leave it in the comments.
Excuse me.
You are authorized to access my stock of supplies.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Remember, health and happiness go hand in hand.
Oh, well, thank you, robot. Get up, Father.
Let's get this directorate meeting over with before we speak further. It's important. Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is he doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. A.O. has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. We're still monitoring the increased activity around Fort Independence, but there are no immediate signs we should be concerned. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Sir, are you sure this is the time to be discussing it? Given, well, considering all parties present?
Shut up, Lee.
Yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
I don't think so.
It's all right. I wouldn't expect you to have. The project has been classified from the beginning. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
In this world, I'm sure a compromise is necessary.
Quite right. For far too long, we've been dependent on others. On our surroundings. That time is over. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Sounds like an important step.
That's an understatement. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir?
Yes, Dr. A.O. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I'm not overly fond of putting my own father in harm's way, he has proven more than capable of handling himself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate.
Shut your face.
There is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please. As I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
What?
Please,
Be serious.
everyone, please. I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
This is like the 4th time this news is being broken to me, but, you know, it's still sad.
There must be something we can do to help you.
The only thing that matters now is continuing the Institute's work. It will be all right. I assure you, we can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my father as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious.
Really?
Seems a poor choice.
How can you possibly justify this? He isn't one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already proven himself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
Oh boy. They never take that news well.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once.
I'm sorry, Father. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
I can do the job.
Of course you can. That's why I made the decision. There's no question that some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead for all of us, but for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
Do you? Do you know if I'll do the right thing? I mean, I will because I want the ending. You below me? Ooh-ah. Man, she walks quickly.
Reporting status.
Jesus
All
Christ.
functions normal.
Synth unit, you were scheduled for maintenance duty in SRB last night. Anything you'd like to report?
Nothing to report, sir. I carried out my duty.
What? She's up here. She's probably taking this stairwell down.
Busy day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this operation, I'm told.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go over the details. Recent events have upset our timetable. Getting the reactor online has become our #1 priority. It needs to be running, well, yesterday. We're going to have to cut some corners. I'm not thrilled, but it means we'll need to rely on some pre-war tech. You're going to the mass fusion building to acquire a beryllium agitator for us.
Consider it done.
I'll consider it done when I've got it in my hands. I'm going with you.
Sounds good. I'd appreciate the company.
Not as much as I'd appreciate coming back in one piece. I don't like going above ground unless there's no other option. But here we are, with our options dwindling quickly. Not to put more pressure on you, but we have to move quickly on this. Word is that the Brotherhood is nosing around the area. We don't want them getting the agitator before we do. Head on up to the relay, and I'll meet you there.
Okay. Go to the relay. Go to the relay. No, I don't. I do not want to tell the Brotherhood. Oh.
I must be the luckiest synth in the Institute. Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
I like how they made it look like DNA. Let's hotkey some shit. Oh no, I'm gonna make the Brotherhood of Steel angry. Sleeping in bed with your romantic companion will grant the Lover's Embrace perk, which grants a significant boost to any earned XP for a limited time. Hey there, good looking. Hey, honey. My wife is talking to me through Twitch chat. Not many other folks watching there, babe.
You were right. Brotherhood sure is here. Guess we'll have to go through them.
Go through them, you say?
Honor and glory.
That guy died really quick. Shit! Engineer's armor.
We'll have to search the rest of the building.
Boop, 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 boop. And it's in the first email. This is the third time I've done it. If you want a more like
calm down, Noel. You knew that
in-depth
this was
walkthrough, feel free to
why
watch
you're
the earlier
Don't tell
parts.
me to calm down, Carl. When we started designing the beryllium agitator, you said it would be for the benefit of mankind. Instead, I find out that you have been planning on turning it over to the military all along. You lied to me.
Don't give me that high and mighty attitude. Have you picked up a newspaper lately? There's a war going on out there, Doctor. And if our side's going to win, it needs all the help it can get.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. Since when did science start taking sides? What did they promise you, Carl? Money? Political?
A goddamn medal.
The goddamn medal?
Called it. Hey, Curie.
That's enough. Like it or not, when the testing cycle is completed, I'm crating up the agitator and sending it off to Washington. Now, you have two choices. Either you can get back to work, or you can get the hell out of my...
My gun won't shoot. And it's also stuck in this position. And I can't tab. Oh god, this is terrifying. Switch weapons? Anything? Nope, my gun is stuck like this. Okay, that's nice. What the shit? I can't do anything. Well, it's you two. You guys got this. My god's rifle is not working. I can't even use stim packs or anything.
It's clever. I'll give them that.
Can I even open this door? No, I can't open the door. I'm reloading. I'm not dealing with that shit. Do the jingle? Do the jingle?
Enough. Like it or not, when the testing cycle is completed, I'm crating up the agitator and sending it off to Washington. Now, you have two choices. Either you can get back to work, or you can get the hell out of my building.
The sniper has found us. That is what I thought, yes?
This place is so violent. You ain't seen shit, Fury. Ooh, legendary.
Use the term is Yahoo?
Blow the conduit! Now!
Like a good neighbor who does you. Oh god! In your face. Oh god, it's a woman! Kill her! You know when something breaks down or you get messed up, do the jingle.
You should wash your hands after that. It can be unsanitary to handle the deceased.
Power. It's in here. Yeah, it's in here. Oh, there's just some missiles in that briefcase. Tinker, since I know you've done all 4 endings already, how do you like initiate the Minuteman ending? I'm gonna be doing the Institute, I think, this time, since I've already kind of been choosing those choices. But how do you go about initiating the Minuteman quest? Because it doesn't seem to be as clear cut as the other 3. Oh, my cat's scratching me. Oh. Who was saying for Victor. Where's... Through here? It's okay, buddy, you never had a chance.
Something's out there.
Who's out there?
False alarm. The heck? What was that?
Don't worry about it. Bloop. There she is.
Not a bad piece of work for its time.
It is a true marvel of engineering.
See, Curie appreciates it. Duct tape. You can never have too much duct tape. I will never get used to the amount of robots that come attack me after I grab this thing.
Initiating decontamination sequence. Decontamination complete. You may proceed.
Oh my god, the radiation. Hurry! Get the fuck out of here!
Emergency lockdown initiated. Please wait.
Oops.
Contamination complete.
Wow, that guy went flying.
Perimeter movement detected. Possible stealth unit in the AO.
Did you listen
Aim for the face! God, assaultrons are fucking terrifying.
they're beaten, do they?
Indeed. They are vexingly tenacious.
I'll help the synths buy some time. Make sure you get back to the Institute with the agitator.
I'll stay and fight for the Institute. Die, Brotherhood scum! Well, he, did not expect him to disintegrate. But medical goggles. I don't hate those.